Hey everyone, this is Matt Hendricks with Follow the Leader Dog Training, and today I'm going to show you how I recommend trimming your dog's nails. So I usually use a rotary tool like this. I use a 1/2 inch diameter 60 grit sanding drum. You don't want to use too fine a one or it will heat the nail up too much. And also, if the nails are really long to start with, then I will sometimes use a pair of nail clippers just to clip it pretty close to the quick, and then use a rotary tool to finish up and round the nail off. So the way I do it is, first I start and I just trim the nail straight in like a lot of people do. But then after I do that, then I round over the top and the bottom using the sanding drum here, and a little bit on the edges too. This makes it almost impossible for the nail to scratch anything. By rounding over the top and the bottom, you'll get closer to the quick on more sides of the nail, so it will recede faster. And also, the nail will grow out straighter then, so that it will be easier to deal with in the future. If you put your dog's foot on the ground and the nails are touching the ground, then they're too long. Ideally, if their foot's on the ground, you just want their nails kind of hovering above the ground, and you want them to be a nice rounded over shape at the tip without any sharp points. So I like to have my dog lay down in front of me like this with her feet facing away from me. And this way, when I trim her nails, I can pick up each foot like this. And I can use the other hand to work on the nails. And also, by having her in this position up against me, if she were to try to move at all, I can just take my arm on each side, and I put one right in front of her hips here and the other one kind of over her neck area, and I can just lean forward and kind of immobilize her if I have to. Obviously, most of the time I'm just sitting here, there's no weight on her at all, but if she were to try to move, I could lean forward a little bit just to calm her back down. So the other thing is she's really good about this, so I shouldn't have much issue. If your dog was going to fight this a lot, make sure you take time to calm them down first. I would rather you only did maybe one nail with the dog calm than did all of them while you were forcing the dog to stay there while the dog wasn't calm, because that won't really teach the dog anything. So make sure that you get your dog nice and calm first like this, so that it's a good experience for both of you. And also, if there is any risk that your dog would potentially try to bite you, then make sure to put a muzzle on your dog. So, like I said, if you want to, depending on how long the nails are, and hers aren't that long, you can take a pair of clippers like this and clip off some of the excess so you spend less time using the rotary tool. In her case, that's not really necessary, but if you have a dog that has really long nails to start with, feel free to start this way. So once we get to this point where we've either used the nail clippers or the rotary tool to basically create a flat surface on the tip of the nail, pretty close to the quick, then I'll take the rotary tool and I'll round over the top and bottom and the sides a little bit, mostly the top and bottom of the nail, so that we don't have any sharp surfaces there, and also to get more surface area of the nail closer to the quick so that it will recede faster. So anyway, with your dog like this, I'm just going to turn the tool on. And if you haven't used one of these with your dog before, the best thing to let her do is sniff it if she wants, but also just hold it up to her foot without actually touching the sanding drum to her nail, just to make sure she's okay with the vibration of the tool and everything like that. But once you have all that sorted out, then you can take her foot and find whichever nail you're going to work on first. And make sure to get the hair out of the way, because you do not want to get this caught in hair or fur. And then just gently and without a lot of pressure, start working on the nail. So since I clipped this particular nail pretty close, I don't have much to do on the surface of it. It's mostly on the top and then just a little bit on the bottom because of the position of the quick in this nail. So just cleaning up the end a little bit there. So now I'm going to start to round over the top. And lift it off every few seconds because you don't want to make the nail hot at all. And now I got the top and bottom. They're pretty good. I'll do a little more on the top here. Now I'll just go over the edges just a little bit on each side, just so that's not such a square corner there. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It's nice and rounded, no sharp edges. It won't scratch anything. It won't touch the ground when she walks, so it'll be really comfortable for her. It will grow out nice and fairly straight, so it'll be easy to do this again next time. And if I do it often enough, it shouldn't take long. So now I'm just going to move on and do all of the other nails. Also, I should mention that I have a variable speed of rotary tool, and at least for mine, I'm running it at its slowest speed. Alright, good girl. So anyway, that's really all there is to it. Now she should be a lot more comfortable when she stands up, and if we move her feet on the ground, you can see that you don't hear her nails. So we know that they're up off the ground and they're all nicely rounded over. So that's what we want. Thanks for watching.